And we are live. Hey, everybody. It is Friday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Doom. It is the last time we will be streaming from this location, because tomorrow we're moving the internet over to the new place. How is everyone doing this evening? We've got ourselves the game show reviewer.
Friday has an exit sign, but getting there will take some time. What would make me feel real fine? Chad, answer that one. Howdy, y'all.
And we got Zenith.
Oh, hello there. I'm the Zenith. How are you? My cat say hi.
Why are you British all of a sudden?
Because I'm reviewing the Daleks on Monday.
Connor Johnson, tomorrow is the season finale of Disney's The Owl House. I'm beyond excited, and I may need a defibrillator afterwards. Wish me luck. Good luck with that. I have not watched The Owl House, and I hope it is good. Patrick Caulfield, hey, I fell asleep right at the beginning of last week and woke up when you ended. Did I miss anything interesting or crazy? Did Lewis go all Combine Harvester? You mentioned me accidentally name-dropping a porn artist because their name is similar to a YouTuber.
I had actually blocked that out of my mind.
Because her name is similar to a YouTuber that I was trying to think of. Because, man, people send me the weirdest stuff in emails sometimes. I've got, actually, I recently talked about this. Someone tried to get into a political argument with me over email, even though, while I am more than outspoken about the horrible state of the planet we are in, like, why go to me? I don't know. I tend to keep most political discussions, or at least name-dropping specific political figures and the like, in my show. So it's just odd that I'm the one they go to. People send me links to porn. People send me links to fan art they've done. People send me links to random-ass images of, like, Bulbasaur or Power Rangers or anything that I'm interested in, because it's like, hey, thought you might be interested in this. And the name of the porn artist stuck out in my head for some reason, and so I was just like, I thought of that, and then I thought, and then I was trying to think of a YouTuber named Totally Not Mark, and then it's like this weird chain of events. So that's what you missed last week, and more Doom and me going back and forth. That's what you missed.
At the very least, I've officially unbanned Lewis from his own stream. He's allowed to be back now.
I hope so. It'd be really sucky if I couldn't do my final stream from here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. We banned you at the very end.
Yep. Because I'm breaking the rules by speaking of adult matters.
I am so sorry. I will ban myself.
No. Look, Hughes, we should send Linkara more porn gotcha. Well, remember Viga's standing order to send more lesbian porn to her in PO unboxings.
Biggie B, thoughts on DC fandom trailers?
We went through a lot of these last week. The Batman looked okay. I'm coughing for some reason, probably because I've been running around all day doing house stuff. The Batman looked okay. Snyder Cut looked goofy as all hell. Suicide Squad looks like it'll be fun, but it felt more like a teaser for a video game. The video game for Suicide Squad looks okay. But it's all like, pre-rendered cutscene stuff as opposed to gameplay trailers. So who knows there?
Also, Hallelujah.
Also, Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Man. Is that the actual Leonard Cohen version of it? I don't think I've ever actually listened to it before. Because if it is, man, the spoken word stuff does not work with that song. It really just sounds like frickin' college coffee house radio.
Yeah, it kind of needs to be more operatic. That's well, at least that's the version that all of us know, assuming that's the original version they used.
Yeah.
Lakio
I
says,
still haven't seen any of the trailers.
Lakio says, if he reviews game shows and you're showing us a game, does that mean the game show reviewer will review this showing? Maybe.
My brain is exploding.
Welcome to my world.
Trying to trap you with logical paradoxes. Anyway, next super chat.
Love from Michigan. Midwest has to stick together, right?
Indeedy.
SKH Video Productions. I'm here for happy stuff like bunnies and puns. All right, I'll show myself out.
Well, we'll definitely get both of those and happiness as we kill demons.
And a comic. You see, what am I useful for? And a comic geek. Did you know that Snowflame recently returned in Catwoman?
Yes, I am, as many, many, many people were keen to let me know. I think I told Will about it too, and we have to if we get Snowflame on for an appearance, we need to dress him up in the Miami Vice outfit.
Snowflame has returned.
Snowflame is cool again.
Snowflame knows what children want.
I love the comics actually acknowledged that he supposedly died. He claims he faked his own death in the explosion. I don't think that's how that worked in the comic, but you know what? I'm not going to question it.
You know,
maybe the explosion was just in his mind.
It's still my all-time favorite line. My all-time favorite moment, I should say, is the ending from the... Is the ending with Snowflame. Snowflame is the ghost of Christmas.
I love that bit. I thought we would actually dress him up in the full makeup. He's like, no, just hand me a sheet, and I'll do that.
Yeah, that is just my favorite bit.
Ooh.
Snowflame needs more friends.
My favorite bit is the PSA where he gets high off cocaine. He's like, "What has Snowflame done?"
We filmed all those in one day, if I recall correctly.
Gordon ZX Zen, hope to see a review of The Big Bang Theory.
Oh God, that'll be in the future. Thankfully, people have wanted ponies before The Big Bang Theory, but it'll happen eventually. My editor wants it.
Captain Avenger 93, why send you porn when you have the internet? I can answer this question.
It's easier. It's faster, for one thing.
But it's
curated.
Also... It's also that, but it's also to get you to look at it.
There you go. SKHS Video Production. Snowflame is the original Florida man. Ask Nash. Butterfly Utonium. There is no way Snowflame was sober enough to plan faking his own death. He was really high. But that's my secret, Cap. I'm always high.
I'm always cocaine.
All right, I think we're ready to switch over to Doom. The stream will probably only go for about an hour and a half or so, because I have to pack all this stuff. You can see the only things I've packed so far behind me are the various books and comics and whatnot that are usually on the shelf. So now I got to take care of everything else. I got to take care of everything else on that shelf. Just like cram it in a box. Plus I need to go and get more boxes because we got a lot of stuff. We got too much stuff, in fact. The supply room is pretty much all packed. The library is pretty much all packed. We've been bringing stuff over every single day we come over there, and we still have not brought over everything. This little project for the deck and fence that we have to get done has eaten up so much damn time. We would have had everything done with if not for it. But we're gonna power on through. We're gonna get that done. I filmed 2 episodes. I'll start working on editing those as soon as possible once everything's all set up over there and we're all settled into the house. So you will have content again. You'll probably have like a bunch of extra episodes in September. Sorry that atop the fourth wall we only get like 2 episodes in August.
Gordon ZX will watch for your super chat, and Anacomic Geek. Also, yes, that was the original Cohen version.
Oh God. Sometimes covers are better than the original.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Warren's EX, do you think Robert Patterson's spirit animal is a bat? I don't really comment on the concept of spirit animals because that is not that's kind of a cultural appropriation thing. So I'm not even going to try to do anything like that. Patrick Caulfield, did you ask for the Poyo redesign from Dr. Crafty, or did he decide that himself? I mean, the person who plays Dr. Crafty, by the way, can't remember his name, and if so, did he ask for a cameo? He asked me to look at it, but I haven't had a free time to look at it. But yeah, there was something that he did completely on his own initiative, which I'm okay with. I mean, the problem with any kind of redesign, which is why we hosted that contest for the Poyo redesign, was simply that it's you have to build a prop for it, and having a diagram or some kind of art piece to base it off of is a lot easier than just trying to come up with it completely on your own. Anyway,
you hand built the current Poyo prop, right?
I did not. My friend Terry did, and she is the voice of Nimue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she built all the Poyo props except for the original Poyo prop, which I made for my crappy old Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan film. Anyway, let's go start playing some Doom.
And I still remember the first time you had me over at your house, and you were more shocked, or you're like, okay, well, you're a true Atop the Fourth Wall nerd when you're more interested in the Poyo prop than the Tom Servo right below it.
Slayer Central, do you plan on playing Doom Eternal after this game or no? Nope. Well, I've already played Doom Eternal, so it would be relatively easy to go through it. Simple fact is, we always want to try to vary the game up whenever we play something. So right now, on my Patreon is a poll. I think it lasts until Monday for the next game. Right now, Batman Arkham Asylum is winning by a huge margin. So if you want to try to disrupt that, I'm still hoping for Hitman.
Batman. I'm a huge fan of the game.
That or Fallout New Vegas was the other one, and Fallout is currently in second place. Between Doom and Batman or whatever game we play next, there will be another game we'll play just for 1 week, but we will reveal that when we get to it. How is the stream looking so far, by the way? Just because of our recent choppiness of everything.
No issues.
Looks good right now. Cameron Tive, so I'm guessing now you're moving, you'll finally be rid of that Moarte guy in your storeroom.
Oh, it's gonna be even better because the filming space is the long box set is going to be directly next to the Atop the Fourth Wall set.
And just a reminder, guys, don't spam the chat. I just put a timeout on somebody, so keep in mind we're watching.
I was about to mention that too. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. Demi Feet of Time. Speaking of superheroes, I'm playing the Fractured But Whole, or I'm playing the Fractured But Whole. The
Fractured
villains of
Butthole.
South Park.
It's a South Park game.
The villains of South Park shall fear my flames of justice if I don't die laughing first.
Okay, stun bomb, demons kill, secondary stun detonation. Okay, it's the Mazra challenge I'm currently working on.
Low Madrid. Hey, Lewis, do you think you could ever read the Doom lore with the Lord Vice voice, the one that's saying the Doom Slayer at the end?
Only so far, because I digitally alter to create the Vice voice. I actually usually do a Lord Zed impression, and then make it deeper using software. So I can try to sound like this, but that only sounds so much like it.
See, Ricky Brainerd says I voted for Hitman.
I appreciate it because I wanted to play Hitman next, but I figured it's been a while since we had the people vote, so yeah.
Sir Straw Hat, glad to hear the game I sent you is winning the poll.
Reminds me, I need to actually download it then, because I know I have a pile of those of the Steam codes you sent me, which again, thank you very much. I just haven't had a chance to actually get around to download and install them. We never did anything for the pistol.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Let's see.
I mean, it should be relatively cheap, right?
You'd think so, but they just keep going up each time you add you try to add something on there.
And a Comic Geek. Hope you enjoy Arkham Asylum. It's a great game.
Oh, I have little doubt that I will enjoy it.
SKHS Video Production, GSR, we should make a Poyo battle bot with flames. I approve this. Also, did you get the one about Moarte?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Okay, Puyo BattleBot with flames. Boss, do you need me to make a Puyo BattleBot with flames?
I mean, I'm always in favor of that.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, you mean take the current battle, yo armored battle mode for Poyo and add a flamethrower.
Yep.
Rossbot's Arts, just wanted to share my support since the topic came up. What's your thoughts on the Arkham series as a whole? City is still my fave. I have thoughts, but Lewis?
I've never played any of them. I've only watched other people play them before, so I'm looking forward to actually trying it for myself. And hey, well, it's not going to be Hitman. At least it's going to be a relatively stealth-based game, so that'll be fun.
Without saying any spoilers, I love the series. Arkham Asylum is one of the best superhero games ever made. City is still my favorite. Night nearly is there. Like, there's some stuff I really love about Night, and the DLC is pretty good for Night.
Man, I should have played Arkham Knight.
I
I hear the driving in that is amazing.
Oh, God. It's all driving. The puzzles that they utilize with the car is great, but everything else with the car is just tedious. But I do love the racing. The racing that they added in the DLC is actually really good.
Demi-Fiend of Time. I like the Arkham games, but my dream Batman game is an Arkham-like game starring 60s Batman that does wham, bam, and pow every time you KO someone. That would be awesome!
That would be great. Ah! Oh, wow, I survived that. I was not expecting to.
Zach Fett, Linkara, I thought you'd like to know. I'm studying for MD in Library Sciences, and you inspired me to cover the topic of comics in public libraries.
Nice. I hope it goes smoothly for you.
Gordon ZX, actually, I meant it's a big coincidence that Patterson acting started from playing a mythical creature related to bats to playing a superhero themed around bats.
Ah, I get you.
Patrick Caulfield, I knew Lord Vice sounded familiar. Good Lord, it's been bugging me for years why I couldn't pinpoint the exact voice I thought he sounded like. I feel dumb that I didn't think Lord Zed.
Well, you wouldn't think it because of the digital alteration to it deliberately made it deeper, and Lord Zed has a much higher voice going for him.
Let's see, Nick Del Tufu, I think. Hey, Lewis and crew, I just watched last week's stream and thought of a role for Weird Al in a DC movie, The Music Meister.
I think, didn't they make, in, like, Teen Titans Go, didn't Weird Al play Darkseid?
I'm not entirely sure. Didn't he already play the Music Meister in The Brave and the Bold?
I want to say that was Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
James Ackerson, please stop. Steve, please stop. Please stop.
Are they spamming the chat?
Yeah.
Just ban them. We already gave them a timeout. I gave them ample warning. I'm done with people today. I've had a couple of days of weird comments.
Yep.
Let's see. Breaking 10. What do you think of the garbage 2016 Powerpuff Girls reboot? I haven't seen it.
I've never watched it, but I've heard people who are fans of it have decried it heavily. Whee! Just falling down today. That's the only thing I'm doing today. Oh boy, I gotta get that power up because I know we're gonna be killing a bunch of stuff.
Sir Straw Hat, speaking of the Arkhamverse, why the heck did they change Deadshot's skin from white to black for the new Suicide Squad game? He was already portrayed as Caucasian in the games, a bit inconsistent.
Where's all the demons? I want to punch them.
It's probably because they change characters in the movies, so they change it in other media to match.
All right.
You can't glitch out. I wanted to like kill demons with my fists, and nothing came in.
Ryan Meir, if Vice ever comes back, he needs a sidekick that calls him Vic, aka or a la Rito and Ed.
Oh, I have to flip the switch first before I can do it. Lame. You don't give me that power up and then not expect me to go take it.
Lomadred, also Lewis, is there a specific time in September that you reopen your highest Patreon tier? I'm just curious because I'm really eager to try and donate. I have multiple exciting ideas for you to do this year if I can.
Unfortunately, there is not a specific time when I do it. It's just a matter of getting there when I do.
ZachFet92, thoughts on Plastic Man and his lack of appearances?
Nothing specific. I mean, I'm so far behind on current comics that I couldn't tell you when the last time Plastic Man actually appeared. And
Breaking 10, what DCEU films do you like, and what DCEU films do you not like?
All of the ones I've seen, none of them. Because I still haven't seen Shazam.
Shazam is good.
There are parts of Justice League that I like.
I like Wonder Woman. Okay,
Wonder Woman. I'll give you Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman.
It's between those two that I like. I still haven't seen Aquaman, but like right now there are two for whatever, and I haven't seen the majority of them after Man of Steel because I didn't care for like the first few.
By the way, guys, we are aware that there is probably some dropped frames. It's starting to look somewhat choppy. We're aware of the issue. We have not had a chance to troubleshoot. So
I've been kind of busy. Sorry.
I spent the last, we spent the last 2 weeks painting a fence and a deck and learning how to do kung fu, but we have not had time for a lot of things.
Let me amend that. You have been spending the last couple of weeks, learning kung fu and painting a fence and painting a deck.
Wait a second, you haven't been learning kung fu in our absence?
I've been learning karate.
Oh, dude! You had one job!
I know, but, karate's cooler.
Is it? Is it really?
ZachFet92. Plus, I've been working on my own show. ZachFet92, have you looked into Injustice Universe yet?
I have not, and I'm really not interested in it. I do not need yet another story about evil Superman. I'm tired of evil Superman. I've been tired of evil Superman for a while. Let's just, present me something with hopeful Superman.
But that's not the current trend. The current trend is angsty and dark.
It's been the current trend for like years now.
Yeah, I know. It's really kind of annoying.
God, I hope, I was gonna say I hope the Snyder Cut comes out and it disappoints people. But honestly, no, that's not true. Because I want people to be happy. I want people to enjoy the media they enjoy. I just know that most of us are not going to enjoy the Snyder Cut.
If you enjoy the dark, gritty, stuff from DC right now, that's fine. I don't like it. I prefer colorful superheroes. So it's it is what it is.
Ism93, the trailer where you read the Entity poem as Lord Vice is still one of my favorite moments you did. That's a good one, but my favorite is still the Ghost of the Machine
Well, here's the fun thing. That wasn't actually me reading that, nor was it really supposed to be Lord Vice. Although, actually, it might have been. That was a fan of mine who supplied me with a crap ton of great sound effects and has actually gotten back in touch with me to ask if I want any more. I don't have anything right now that I need from them because, everything. But he read that himself doing that. And he supplied a lot of the some of the background music from the initial Entity fight. So yeah, that wasn't actually me. That was him, and it worked so damn well.
Yeah, no kidding. But like I said, my favorite personally, just me personally, is still the Ghost of the Machine finale trailer. That is legitimately creepy for me.
Which is funny to me because I threw that together very, very quickly because I just I need to have something for this storyline finale, but I haven't had a chance to film anything yet. So, well, crap. I did have her record all the Nimue lines. I'll just put something together slowly and just it'd be more like a tease than anything else.
Or it slowly builds up the insanity.
And that entire storyline was so creepy.
Yes.
For me, it was all about the ending of it with the reveal.
Sir Straw Hat, last chat of the night, need to save money for upcoming games. Have you seen any of Triumph the Insult Dog's humor, and if so, what are your thoughts?
Say that one more time?
Have you seen any of Triumph the Insult Dog's humor, and if so, what are your thoughts? Triumph the Insult Comic Dogs.
I've seen lots of things from Triumph for me to poop on. Yeah, Triumph the Insult comic dog goes back a long ways. That was around back when I was like a teenager. Like I haven't seen like any major thing from them in forever. That was just like the majority of his shtick, like, you know, him making a statement and saying, "For me to poop on."
Breaking 10, what are you excited about from DC Fandom?
Nothing in particular, because there's nothing that I'm really like hyped about right now, and I'm more just like, I'd rather just like hear, you know what, we're gonna have a bunch of status quo for a while, just to like build up time for you to enjoy the status quo. But that's not what hype is built around.
I am going to skip ahead a few chats. Don't worry, I'm going to go back and read them. But I got to address this one from Lo Madrid. Enjoy this donation. By the way, I hope you can use it to help you in any personal needs or wants of $100.
Yeah, thank you
very,
so much.
very
I saw that on the side there. Like, holy crap! Thank you so much for that. And yes, it will be helpful, especially as we're moving, because there are always additional costs when we're moving that need to be covered.
You never. There's always something you never think about.
Yeah.
Corrito Prime, I believe that is. Screw Evil Superman. They should put John Kent in something good.
Man, wouldn't it be nice to have a John Kent who wasn't a complete piece of crap?
Butterfly, you tell
and then
me.
Like
I
Father
like
Jonathan Kent, not like little John Kent, the kid.
Butterfly, you tell me I like dark versions of heroes, but that's probably because I'm an RPer and angst keeps the story going. Mostly true for my Rebecca Barnes Anon.
Yeah, but you need to have some happiness to contrast it with, or else it just gets overwhelming. In my opinion, anyway. If you like what you like.
Yeah, eventually, if it just becomes wallowing in your own angst, and it's one note to me.
Let's see, where's the map saying we should go next?
Gorn CX, what I like about Arkham Knight is the way they made Scarecrow scary.
No spoilers.
Well, but, I mean, right there in the name, Scarecrow.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away because it's legitimately amazing.
Jacob Lerma, I've been watching Digimon 02 and sub. It made me hate Try more. And Patrick Caulfield, once had a buddy tell me I was overly nostalgic for the animated DC universe, but I've come to realize I'd rather have Batman with ace moments than action scenes. I want heroes being heroes. I want Stewart.
Indeed.
I want heroes comforting villains and actually doing something to help their problems.
ZachFet92, how come you and Vega didn't have a special wedding episode? Obviously not your actual wedding, but a staged one for the show, as opposed to waking up hungover on the couch wearing a ring. He did not wake up on the couch hungover wearing a ring. He came down the stairs holding a bottle of blood wine.
Exactly. There's a very distinct difference. Also because we prefer not to have Linkara actually married to Vega in universe.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike everything else in your life, your work.
Yeah, I mean, in universe, they're still just roommates, so.
So another chainsaw? Okay.
Which, by the way,
I've done surprisingly well for ammunition for the most part. I've only had to bust out the chainsaw a few times.
I assume that in storyline, in all likelihood, something's going to happen to your current location that warrants the move.
Maybe.
By the way, speaking
I might
of
have filmed something.
Vega has granted us this word of wisdom. All drinks are just fancy water, and I have to agree. Although I believe that LaCroix is the J.J. Abrams of water.
Yeah, that LaCroix that was just gross.
It is gross. But when you're desperate, you got desperate times call for desperate measures.
Demi Fiend of Time, other things that would be in my hypothetical 60s Batman game. 1, dance mini games. 2, a 60s version of the modern Bat family.
Excuse
and 3,
me, guys. Sorry to interrupt, but I have to take a swig here of Bubbles Cola.
All right.
Bubbles.
And 3, a Scooby-Doo cameo.
This stream sponsored by Bubbles Cola. They just
There's
give you the
your
blue
title.
key right outside the place where you need it.
I love
Yeah, it looks like it.
First we had Sun, then we had Cuba Cola, then we had Bubbles.
ZachFat92, if you're not married to Vega in universe, who are you married to then?
Good question.
Anyways, Bubble soda made by the makers of Bunny Hop, so that means it was made by Cuba.
Yes,
Nice.
Cuba Cola. You know, Cuba has many hypothetical sodas. Bunny Hops just never took off with the kids. I don't know why. The parents just did not want to buy that for their children for some reason.
Should you find yourself caught in a level 3 demon contamination tank,
I mean,
it is important that you remain.
maybe it's the flavor. Maybe there's something wrong with the flavor.
We need to add more bunnies.
We just swing it back around again?
See here.
Bring back Bunny Hop Classic.
Loma Dread, last super chat from me for a while with a question. How on earth did you do that Star Trek bridge thing in your storyline with all the buttons?
Okay, a fan of mine has their own bridge set that they made for creation of fan films. Because there's lots of local communities that will do Star Trek fan films and stuff like that. So they contacted me out of the blue and said, "Hey, I have this bridge set. Would you like to use it?" And of course, I'm hell yeah. But yeah, he was a good guy. He made an appearance in an episode. I think it was just one of those random. We just randomly cut to him in the chair, going like, "Wait, what?"
Oh yeah, I remember that. Esam93 posted this in Discord, but there's a scene with Nova actually talking to the therapist in next week's comics. It almost feels deliberately drawn like Heroes in Crisis.
Which is interesting.
Of Nova, as in from Marvel Nova.
Weaponizing
No specification.
for a brighter tomorrow.
I have no idea, unfortunately.
Okay.
Tim Johnson, the proposal to Jarrus was in an alternate universe, one of many.
There you go.
One of many.
Now, I will say this: I am still very happy, you know, because I am extremely proud to have a credit both in the intro and the end credits of Atop the Fourth Wall these days. But I'm also extremely happy that you didn't put my credit over the Birdemic parody.
Man, I should have.
Yeah, I think I just gave you an idea now. It's like special effects. Look at these special effects.
If you want real special effects, you should check out the work that GSR did on Zentrek. They were spectacular, and I will hear no other opinion of that.
Man, I am coughing up a storm today. I'm not sure why.
Well, we have been working.
Zen, I am GSR. What is opinion? ZachFet92, I liked Arkham Knight for the most part, but feel it should have been longer and had more characters in it.
It also should have had a little bit more of it should have utilized its villains more, but again, no spoilers.
Okay, there's a locked door.
Symbiotic toxin. What's your take on sympathetic villains as a whole? Personally, I think they're good when sparse, not forced, and don't have their actions hand waved away.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, you can't... Villains should be a smorgasbord. Sometimes you just want to have a villain that's just evil. Sometimes you want something that's complex, and sometimes you want something sympathetic. What I like about sympathetic villains is you don't always have to get behind them, but you understand them, and I always like understanding a villain.
Captain Avenger, are you sure it isn't time for a colorful metaphor?
I feel like my life is beginning to feel a little bit episodic.
Such
You
a
haven't
great
seen
line.
the movie, and yet that's a beautiful line, isn't it?
It works so well for the review. I'm glad. Thank you for suggesting that.
Yeah, well, the moment you said it's episodic, I'm like, yep, you got to use this.
You know, initially I had because I have anime on the brain 24/7. I had called it, instead of episodic, Monster of the Week, because I'm a teenager and that's the way I think. Episodic makes more sense. Although, as someone pointed out, back in the '60s, everything was episodic. but I was trying to make things in more terms that modern people could understand, because we're used to serialized or binge watch shows.
Yep,
Yeah,
it was
you
just
watch
just the
shows
way
like,
things were, because the idea, because there you couldn't be expected to have people watch everything every week for an ongoing story, so you had to just have something resolved by the next week, and maybe you're lucky and it'll get referenced, but 9 times out of 10 it will not be.
And Seraphim made a good point in the comments that, continuity hadn't been invented then. So some of the problems I did bring up in relation to continuity doesn't matter to 60s television shows, but I have to review with a modern lens.
There was actually there was one of the Art of Star Trek books that I have. I don't remember what it was referencing specifically, but it would say something like what could be a hatch cover for the warp core one week could end up being a food tray at a station the next, and then the next week it's an alien ship. So
Yep.
They could. That's how much they were recycling, because again, in theory, no one was going to see these episodes after they first aired.
Well, plus there's just a matter of well, that was about me. Plus, it was just a matter of you had to recycle props because you couldn't afford to make new ones every week.
Yep.
Yeah, that and the stuff that I mentioned with Galileo 7. They had the shuttlecraft, which could have prevented the enemy within from happening. Well, they didn't have the prop ready, but continuity was also not a thing. So it's like,
I'm also gonna say I almost referenced it during your live premiere, but in beta canon, after the Galileo mission was over, Scotty pressed charges on Boma because of the blatant disrespect he was showing during that mission.
I did hear about that. I did read up on that, and I'm glad, because Boma was completely in the wrong.
Yeah, Boma was was kind of an asshole to Spock the whole time, and I was very happy when I read that. Also, if I remember correctly, also in beta canon, it was because of those charges that Boma ended up getting drummed out of Starfleet.
Yeah.
We got some super chats here. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
One final thing on that, we'll move on. I think. If I'm reviewing something that's from the 60s, I don't want to give it a pass just because this was a thing then. I will address it, and I did, but at the same time, I do feel like these are problems.
All right, Gordon ZX, what was the inspiration for Harvey Finevoice and Jarrus?
All right, Harvey Finevoice's inspiration was a Saturday Night Live bit called the Sinatra Group, where Phil Hartman plays Frank Sinatra hosting a talk show. Excuse me. Basically, as a parody of an old TV show called McLaughlin Group, which most of you probably have never heard of. Exactly. Yeah, it's like we're talking politics, but with Frank Sinatra instead. And I just love that impression so much that I just wanted to emulate it, and I like to sing, so it gave me a good excuse.
And Jarrus?
And Jarrus, the inspiration there came from the idea of when I realized that the Entity arc was basically, I can't make a villain bigger than the Entity, as a Lovecraftian god creature to defeat. You can't get if you can't make the threat bigger, turn the story inwards, make it about character development instead. So I was like, okay, let's examine some of the reviewer tropes where our characters are assholes or are kind of douchey, and yet we're still supposed to be the hero, right? So maybe instead. Oh boy, I'm doing great here. So maybe we'll turn ourselves inward and we'll try to examine. Are we actually good guys, or are you just saying we're good guys?
Your speech at the end of that first episode, right before the gun stopped working, is one of my favorites. Especially just because after this grand epic speech, it all goes to hell. What'd I do?
And I love the exploration internally. Once you can't go any further externally with the world, internal is a great way to go.
Yep, and as a result of that, it's like, okay, let's have Linkara fight a reviewer who's like him, but like a bad guy. You know, like basically his dark mirror kind of thing.
Butterfly Utonium, rewatching your Thing comic reviews got me to actually watch the movie, though I did catch my husky staring at me afterward. My poodle stares at me all the time when I'm watching movies. I actually have a photo. I'm watching Star Wars Episode 3, and my poodle's like right there, looking right at the camera.
Vega, Vega, why do you have to attack me right when I'm being attacked by demons?
Because it's surprise challenge time!
Our last challenge in this location.
Surprise challenge!
Surprise challenge!
Want me to keep reading the super chats?
In a minute, we got to figure out why don't you read off surprise challenge, then we'll find out.
Okay.
Yep.
It's very simple. It is a matter of truth or dare.
Oh.
Okay.
You know, there was actually Bob Barker's legendary breakout was a game show called Truth or Consequences. So legendary, in fact, that they renamed a city in New Mexico after it.
Ah, fun fact. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Truth or dare?
Go with consequences. Go with consequences.
Consequences?
I only have a truth or dare.
Yes.
Dare.
Do a truth.
Truth?
Okay. Is it true that you, Louis Jeffrey Lovehog, loves Vega?
That is the absolute truth.
Yay! Now she's
Jeffrey?
Why do I have to choose dare?
there. Now she's there.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Actually, technically, shouldn't I be asking you truth or dare?
No.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to rotate through this, aren't we?
This isn't sleepover rules. Well, fine. You can ask me.
Okay, dare. Truth or, sorry, truth or dare?
Truth.
Do you, Vega, love Louis Lovehog?
I like anime more.
That's fair.
I mean,
Okay,
we
now
are
dare, I guess.
Everything is animu. Anime.
It's time for dare.
Oh boy. I don't like where this is going.
Give
Yeah, I
me
was
the
gonna say,
mouse in your
I just heard
hand.
tape, and I'm like,
So Linkara's arc is basically, are we the
That's all you
baddies?
can use. Only the taped hand. Okay, audience. Truth or dare?
Truth.
truth.
Okay, audience. Is it true that you, audience, would love it if you saw Lewis played something like, you know, this game I've been kind of pushing him to try and get secretly so I can also buy it. Fall Guys?
I would like the Fall Guys. I don't know what it is, but Fall Guys.
Yeah, I have no idea either, but yeah, I'll go with truth.
I've been wanting to play
I don't want you to hurt me.
I've been really wanted to play that, and I've been wanting to use your Steam account, but I also want you to play it with you and stuff on stream. Thing. Anyway, audience, dare. Okay,
It's
audience who
pretty
chose
interesting.
dare, I dare you to go out and share Lewis's videos.
I approve of this dare.
That's a good dare. Not much of a dare, but it's a good dare.
But also
I
while
dare
you're
you
eating,
watch Zen Track
but also while you're eating
22
peanut butter.
times.
You have to spread the word of my videos while eating peanut butter.
If you're allergic to peanut butter, replace it with chocolate or Nutella.
If you're allergic to
banana.
chocolate, use jelly.
Or even M&Ms. Or cheese. Do it during meal times is basically what I'm saying.
Enjoy a meal. Promote
During
Linkara.
meal times, you say? What an odd concept.
That's my sneeze.
Anyway, I had completely no ideas for the last challenge in this location.
It's all good.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. I still approve of this. Besides, I still got my
worry,
hand
we
taped
ha-
here.
We haven't lost track of the super chats. We're gonna read them.
Alright, I'm
Yeah.
leaving now. See you later.
Thank you, Vega.
Come, kitties.
All right, I'm gonna respectfully request answers to these next questions be limited to like just a few sentences.
Okay.
I'll hold myself to that too. ZachBet92, Sinestro, redeemable or not?
Nope, not redeemable. Space fascist.
Nope.
He would have to acknowledge that he was wrong first, and he'd never do that. He's too egotistical.
Yep.
Lacuus, your wish for status quo to go last in comics happens, but it is around superheroes selling their marriage.
Ah, jeez.
ZachBet92, will Harvey win costume contest this year? Probably better.
I hope so. But, you know, Michael Bublé just does, like, brings his A game every year.
He's gonna solve Digimans again.
Well, we wouldn't have to do it again, because he already has it, right? Yeah.
There could be more Digimans.
True. Captain Avenger 93, for Secret Origins, will you cover Miles Morales?
I should. Although that's a little bit of a different sort of situation because he first appeared as like a secondary character in the end of Ultimate Spider-Man before it swapped over to him.
Talk about Spider-Verse.
Hi, Phil. I'll check that out later.
One our HPS fan, OMG Doom livestream. Lacuus, super chat to celebrate the arrival of Vega.
Hooray!
Butterfly Utonium, this is the cutest married couple I've ever seen. Yeah, it's hard to disagree.
Yeah.
We try to be.
ZachFit92, you don't want to pick the truth. We know your secret, your dirty little secret. That he's an internet reviewer, I think we all know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty well aware of that, yeah.
Who's secret now?
He
My
secretly
dirty little
did
secret,
Digimon
where
under
that
all
I am an
those-
internet reviewer.
Oh,
I thought his secret was that he's a Digimon under all those clothes.
I know his true dirty
Gorn
secret.
ZX, so Linkara's arc is basically, are we the baddies?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the arc.
His secret is that he actually likes Digimon more.
That is a filthy lie.
No, it's not.
Okay,
You said it's a lie, but what about... Where's your Digivice go?
I packed it already.
Crap! Well,
I'm a Digimon fan, at least.
okay.
I love
if that-
Digimans.
If that's not true, what about your, Omnimon figure?
I mean, I'm sure it's over there. If it's probably in a drawer or something.
God damn it, where's all your Digimon stuff?
Probably packed.
Ah!
Wait a second. Why am I laughing? I should be depressed. Ha 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 ha.
SKH Video Productions, keep this clean. Don't want to end up in red tape.
Indeed.
Yeah, we may end up needing to ban ourselves again. Gilvids, spread peanut butter, eat Lewis's videos. Got it. Yes, exactly. Speaks too soon. Your reaction to Liv Tyler's reveal in Spider-Verse.
It's a great reveal. I've seen the I've seen the Twitter post of someone asking if that had ever happened in the comics, and of course, fans of this show should know, of course, about Lady Octopus from the Clone Saga.
Yep. It was a reference to that, and
It wasn't a reference to that. It was just a hey, why don't we just make this villain and a woman and have a great reveal in Spider-Verse?
Yeah, that was a really good reveal.
I don't even know what happened to Lady Octopus after the Clone Saga.
Sadman
Wasn't
Said,
Dr. Octopus also dating Aunt May, and there was a reference there into the Spider-Verse too?
Yeah.
Sadman Said, Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the
Champions.
Ultimates.
There you go.
Change into digital champions who save the digital world.
Yeah. 7 star from 7. All hail Vega and Lewis. Enjoy the new house.
We will.
Bridget Lee and his other dirty secret is he thinks Zaxby's is the best chicken.
It all comes back to Zaxby's.
Always
It
comes
ultimately
back
does.
to Zaxby's.
You know what? The day I finally get you to eat at that place is going to be one of the most glorious days ever.
Sad thing is, I'm
I
not gonna.
prefer
I'm gonna
Arby's.
try it and then I'll hate it.
Yeah, I would really suck too, because that's what happened when I got you to try Big Red.
7 Seraphim 7 secondly started reading The Expanse. It is so good.
Actually, wait,
I-
you didn't hate Big Red.
Yeah, it was just
Like
okay,
it.
I think.
Yeah.
Big Red standing by. Simply Red standing by. But yeah, I'm a arbiter of Arby's. I do enjoy Arby's a lot more than anything. We had it the other day. It was the perfect food after a long day of painting the fence and the deck and the thing. It was good.
After a long day of hard work out in the yard, me personally, I'd go for some Chewies. DeGilvids, Schrodinger's Zaxby's. Bridget Lee, Lewis hated Big Red, unsubscribe. Next time, try it as a float, Lewis. Actually, that's a good idea. Those are good.
Shadowlands, Linkara, I have been thinking about how the status quo ruins a character. It actually happened with one of my favorite Superior Spider-Man, and done in a way he can't come back in a one more day scenario. Also, yes, Arby's does have the meats, and but I had their Greek gyro, and it is delicious. It is like legitimately as good as a Greek, restaurant.
Those are good. Those are actually really good. Although you can't have them like consistently, like day after day after day. After a while, the textures at least start getting to me.
Yeah, but the Arby's does a good job of actually having quality food. Chris Cohen needed something happy. Have to put down my bird. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Pour one out for the bird. I'm sorry.
All right. Hopefully, we are providing some happiness for you.
Yes, I hope to. My job is to make people happy, although, your mileage may vary. Patrick Caulfield, are there any current review, let's say last 3 years, that you're both proud of or wish you could improve upon? Also, I would love to see a slice of webcomic of you and Vega every day. Lewis?
I would love to redo the 500th episode in a way that my throat was not, being affected at the time. Because I know I could have done it even better if I was not sick at the time.
I have a few episodes. I have a few episodes that I would like to remake, and I'm remaking them. The big one that I've wanted to remake for a while has been my Final Fantasy 1 episode. I think it was really great. Problem is, it doesn't work as a self-contained episode. It was supposed to be the start of a storyline, and when that didn't go anywhere, it does not work. So I want to redo that. But first, we're redoing the Danganronpa episode. I can do that better. I think I can do that better, especially now with my new editor, with Philip, soon.
Let's see. In my case, my Price is Right reviews, I would want to redo those from the ground up. I'm thinking about it, or thinking back on it. I didn't need to make it a two-parter, and yeah, the storyline basically completely overtook the second part. It's not my favorite, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I think it has something like that.
But that being the case, I think my all-time favorite episode is, in terms of I didn't know that, in terms of, oh wow, I didn't know that, interesting information coming across. My all-time favorite there is Card Sharks, that I've made. And my favorite episode in terms of production has been Nick Arcade.
I think my top episode currently is Zentrek. I put a lot of heart and soul into that one. Although I also put a lot of... You can definitely tell. I hope you can. And I really liked the Lego Movie episode. That was one of the ones that really took off. But like that one, I was a little bit worried because I was talking a lot about deconstruction of the hero's journey and stuff like that. And I was worried it might go over my audience's head because it's a movie about Legos. But people seem to really like it. And as Philip says, we're remaking all of my videos from my old channel. It's taken a while, but we're doing it.
Cameron Heaton, it's my friend Pumpkin Boo birthday. Don't ask age. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
ZachFat92, why don't you like Sonic comics?
I'm just not interested in Sonic. I mean, I like the original Sega games, but just like it's just not the characters and world do not interest me. If you like it, great. I just do not care.
Zen, I am gonna make for you a modified banner for your YouTube channel that has that review on it.
That would be awesome.
Because it is quickly becoming memorific, you know? You know how you know how Lewis has his legendary quote mock reviews that he always puts on his that's got to be one for you.
For those who aren't aware, we got a comment, I think it was yesterday morning, from someone saying, "Damn, lady, if you paid for the editing for this video, you got scammed." And my first reaction is, wait, did you not see what GSR did? Because, dear God, that some of the effect work is amazing, and I think, you know, the style that I was going for, the editing that Philip did was fantastic. So we need to just put that quote somewhere.
What I need is my damn.
Like I said,
Where? What's the button for the for the BFG again?
Let's see. Terror of Death. I don't need any help for Toku right now, but if you're in Linkara's Discord chat, I do bounce thoughts off of people in the chat, just to help me get through. So if you're in the chat, then you know that helps. So you know, you can join the Discord by being a patron of this man right here, Linkara.
Yep.
And
the man who can't find his BFG.
Yes, Gordon ZX.
There you go, T.
Memorific. There is. Oh, they said T. Memorific is officially a word. I declare it. I am the future president of the United States, therefore I declare it. SKH Video Productions. There's so much ice. How did hell freeze over?
Hell has frozen over. Pixel Knight, my personal favorite Zen video is probably Kingsman or Zen Trek. Kingsman was a big one for me because that was the first time officially Linkara appeared in my show. And I'm really happy with how that episode came out. And lampshading the fact that he's in the review, I think, you know, a lot of people were expecting him reviewing it, but I think it turned out really well.
ZachFet92, which is better, Gotham by Gaslight or Superman Red Sun?
Oh god, I died. Gotham by Gaslight or Superman Red Sun? I haven't read Gotham by Gaslight, so I'll have to say Red Sun.
Bridget Lee, how did hell freeze over? It's 2020. Take your pick.
Pretty much, yeah. There you go. Okay, now that I remember how, you know, God, I really need to reset some of the buttons for some of these.
Seven. Already said it, but yes, Zen Trek was amazing.
I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it. I think it's some of my best work, and the more I get to interact with people, like, the comments blew up on that episode, and the fact that people kept giving me more info and were very, very much enthusiastic about what I was talking about was fantastic. Too often you get weird comments. Like, yeah, I got a weird comment on that one, but too often you get, like, a lot of just either first or, like, some really weird comments on it, but this was all engagement, and a lot of it was really helpful, so thank you, Seraphim. Thank you to, was it Cartoon Kelly who gave some really good feedback? Like, there were some really good people there, so thank you.
Patrick Caulfield, Zen, just because it's my favorite series of all time and the series that got me into reading and writing. Your history of One Piece is my favorite video. I'm still hoping Lewis will review Volume 1.
Well, thank you,
someday
Patrick.
if never patron.
Just so you guys know, we mentioned this on Twitter, and if you're not following me at Zenith will Rule on Twitter, that's where I, like, pretty much put a lot of show stuff, but the next history of One Piece will be next January, mostly because we wanted to spend a lot of this year on setting up storyline.
One RHPS fan. Hell froze over and Jello Man went to space.
How did you get into space?
How did you get into space?
No. I understood you, Pixel Knight. That comment was fine. But yeah, I got a lot of really engaging comments. before that really helped us out.
You know what, Captain Adventure? Everyone here on this stream is technically a YouTube commenter. So that is a good question. Why do people comment first on YouTube comments?
I don't understand it.
I don't think anyone ever really understands it. I think it's just like bragging rights that like they got to see it first like that, and then it just became a meme that never went away.
Another thing I've been getting a lot lately, it's slowed down now that I'm over 300 and I'm actually nearing the 400 mark, but back when I was like before 300, there was a bunch of spam comments of, "You're under 300, let's be YouTube friends."
Oh, the 301, I remember that.
Yeah, because view count used to be locked for a bit before it would.
I remember that. I want that one back. Actually, that was a good one.
We'd be locked before before showing the true number of views.
Yeah, it would be 301 plus. I think is what it locked for like a day. Mario, has the next game you've been streaming been voted on? It has.
Yep. I mean, it's still going to go until Monday, so if you want to affect that vote, go right ahead. But right now, Arkham Asylum is in a vast lead.
Gilvids, GSR, each of the networks seem to have a game show, or at least should. CBS has Jeopardy, but what do networks like ABC, NBC, or Fox have? CBS also has Wheel of Fortune and The Price is Right, and Let's Make a Deal. ABC has Press Your Luck, Pyramid, and soon, Supermarket Sweep. NBC, I don't remember what NBC has. Currently, I should say. But Fox, don't they have that trivia game where they strap you to like a tilt-a-whirl from hell and ask you questions? I totally forget the name of it.
I love this comment. To quote Gosei, there's a simple explanation for that. For the first comment.
Okay, yeah. Deal or No Deal is NBC. Fox or ABC has Family Feud. Millionaire was ABC.
Who had Wheel of Fortune?
CBS.
Yeah, I like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy personally.
Oh, they are legendary games. I mean, Wheel of Fortune is America's game, and Jeopardy is America's trivia show. The Price is Right is that game is that show you watched whenever you got sick. It's like it's almost like your reward for staying home from school.
And Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is the one show where you can say, "I know more than this person" right there for the first question.
For the first 5, at least. Although I've seen people who actually lose on the first question. It's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Although I will also say Millionaire had my favorite music. Like some of my all-time favorite music of any of the modern game shows. Movie Monster 457. Are you planning on uncovering more X-Men for Secret Origins, Storm, Kitty, Gambit, etc.?
I should. I wasn't planning on it, but definitely should do some more individual X-Men because I did the X-Men team itself, but I never done the some of the wider range of characters from it. So that's a good idea. I should try to do that.
7 Seraphim 7 Zen, if you got to pick one Piece volume / arc / movie / whatever to review with Linkara, what would it be?
Personally, if I had my pick, Gonzack. Gonzack is an OVA. It's self-contained. It was made as the first official One Piece movie. You don't need to know anything, and I think that would actually kind of be interesting to do with him. But Linkara is very busy, so I'm gonna see. I may run something by him, but we'll see what happens. Speaking of which, though, I do have a question for the audience right now. Is there... My editor is currently in the chat and can probably keep more track than I can. If there's something that you want me to touch upon that I haven't already mentioned, mention it in the chat. I want to see what you guys are into personally.
All right. I said we would only go for about an hour or so. Really just depended on how long it took to complete the level, and we have done so.
And we did. Okay, I'll save that question for next time.
We got a few super chats.
Let's finish off super chats. You want to answer that? Go right ahead. We'll just go on here and finish the questions up and any remaining super chats, and then call it a night.
Let's see here. Jeb Manning. Hey, Lewis, any chance you'd cover any issues of Spidey super stories on the show?
Definitely. I have one of them. I think someone did send me the one where he fights the Wall. I think I have that one. I can't recall. I do know I have in my binders for future episodes. I know I have one Spidey super story on there, so I definitely should do that at some point.
ZachFat92, Jeopardy is better than Wheel of Fortune for the simple fact you can participate at home. You can participate at home for Wheel of Fortune too. Mm-hmm. I mean, sort of. It's actually kind of fun to when you know. Sorry.
Technically, with any game show, you can participate at home just by watching.
Yeah, this is true.
I'm gonna move the webcam real quick here because I want to show you something adorable.
Yay, adorable!
Chieri is sleeping on the on one of the bins full of fan letters. Of course, I keep all the fan letters that are sent in during the PO unboxings, and she's sleeping on one right now, and that is adorable. Anyway, keep going.
Sadman Saeed, Linkara just vogued.
I mean, we're being sucked back into hell. I feel like it's an appropriate reaction.
SKH Video Productions, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is 27 today. Time to watch History of Power Rangers again.
I am all in favor of that plan. Yep, happy birthday to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I wish I had something to help celebrate it, but yeah, it's in the middle of the move.
Yeah.
Kitty is guardian of the fan letters. Well, thank you guys for coming on here for a short stream, but one that will, okay, I am wearing the Power Ranger shirt. It is currently covered in white paint, but there you go. So that's what I'm doing to celebrate.
Everything is covered in paint. Everything is paint.
Totally intentional. That was totally intentional on my part. So yeah, next time we have a stream, hopefully next week, I should be at the new location, and you can see my new office, which will be separate from the filming space. So yeah, Teague is trash. Linkara, what's your favorite Power Ranger series? Mine is Samurai. In Space is still my favorite, with a close second being RPM. Robert Wilson, Lewis, was wondering if you could give your opinion on which is better, Paydays or Baby Ruths. I don't know if I've ever had a Payday bar, but I do recall liking Baby Ruths overall.
I've had Payday bars. I'm trying to remember which one's Baby Ruth.
I want to say it has peanuts in it.
Well, that's the thing. A Payday bar is basically nothing but peanuts.
100 grand. There's my answer. 100 grand bars. Those are great ones.
There you go. I'll go with either a Snickers or a Milky Way. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
Also, if you're thinking about that, if you just wanted to send me candy, remember we do not approve of sending us food in the PO unboxings just for safety reasons. But thank you so much, and thanks for everyone for coming out here. I will work as soon as I can. I'll work on the 2 episodes I filmed, and then you will see hopefully you will see the explanation for why the in-universe explanation for why we need to switch locations. Sadman Saya, do you like rewatching Teen Titans? Which episodes do you like to rewatch the most? Mostly Titans Together. The penultimate episode that really should have just been the final episode. Before we head out, the Daleks is coming Monday. Look for it Monday, and have a good weekend, everybody. Yep. Game Show Reviewer, how's your progress going?
I have actually recorded all the voiceover for a new episode. I intend on filming my portion in sometime this weekend, and we'll begin editing. With any degree of luck, you might have a new episode, a new 5-minute review episode of Game Show Reviewer on my channel, Grid 17 Productions, over there on YouTube, of course. By the time we come back to the stream next week. So yeah, even if you don't have my content, you got other people here who are just as good, if not better. So you should go and check them out. GSR is totally better than me. And of course, from PS Xbox Classics, can we say one last thank you to the old house and old studio? Thank you. I have really enjoyed
being here for the most part. We loved this house. It's just, too expensive for us to stay here, and now we bought a place, so that'll probably be our home for the long run.
Bridget Lee, a GSR review. No wonder hell froze over.
There you go.
Bye, everybody.
All right, you guys
thanks.
have yourselves a great rest of the night. Thank you, House. I hope you guys like the new location, because it will be different because in some ways, especially because I'm actually going to be able to paint my filming space.
Well, thanks for
There
having
will
us.
be paint everywhere.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.